What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Shop Talk Tuesday. So in this episode, we're going to kick off the shop expansion series. Now, I haven't been able to do a ton of work just yet, but I've been able to accomplish a little bit. I've been so focused on the actual dagger challenge build off for the YouTuber Knife Makers Challenge and trying to get that build finished up. And I absolutely wish that I could show y'all that particular project because I think y'all would love it, and I think you're going to love it. It is one of the most epic things I've ever made. So y'all are going to just, man, y'all are going to be in love with that build. But when it comes to the actual shop expansion, I've only been able to work on this for a couple of days, and I'm going to show you where I'm at so far and kind of show you where we're at within here and then kind of the temporary little setup that I have. But for the actual forge area, we are pretty much empty in here. So no more anvils, no more forge, none of that. It's just an empty little workbench, some sheetrock, a little vise, and this little bench right here. That's all that's left in here. Everything else has been cleared out, and we're just getting this ready to do the whole demo setup for this. Now, I am going to try and reuse as much of the material in here as possible. So all the studs, you know, everything that you see that's all wood here. I'm going to be reusing the siding right here that's underneath this vinyl crap right here. Now the vinyl stuff, that's getting chunked. That'll be gone. But all of the stuff that's actually wood, that will all be reused in some way, shape, or form. And we're going to get it fully set up to where, you know, I don't know exactly where that stuff's going to go, but it is going to be used. And like I said, some way, shape, or fashion. But I'm excited about this. Now, the kind of goofy area that I have set up for housing all the things that were in there is this guy. Little gazebo-y type thing. And it was really just trying to figure out what the heck I was going to put this under. At first, I was going to build like a little awning off the side of the shop over here where my storm cellar is. I was going to build like an awning off there and put everything right there. Got my old Porsche wheels right there. I was going to put it right there, and then I thought, nah, I might as well build this thing because I've had it. I was given this a long time ago. It was just sitting in a box up in the loft for the 12x12 shop. And I thought, let's build it. And at first, I was going to take and put it on top of the patio right there. But then I thought, how the heck am I supposed to anchor this down? And I don't know if any of y'all have ever lived in Texas or you live in Texas. The wind here is crazy. It could be 5 miles per hour 1 minute and 40 miles per hour the next minute. So I had to be able to anchor it down really well so that it didn't end up in like one of my neighbor's yards because it would take off like an airplane. So I thought, okay, we'll put it out here, which I kind of was okay with and I'm kind of not okay with. You know, this is spring. This is like the prime time for my grass to get the sun and fill all in where it's supposed to be. So it's going to be kind of annoying that I'm going to have this shaded area that probably won't let my grass grow, but it'll be okay. I'll just make sure and water it whenever we get the actual shop built, and I'll get my grass back. I'm a kind of a ridiculous person when it comes to my grass. But I've got everything underneath here. We've got the anvils set up right here. Now, I've got them on top of a wood pallet so that the anvil stands themselves are not on the ground, because if it does rain, I want to be raised up just a hair so that the bases don't get wet, because I want this to stay nice and hard. You know, I don't want to risk this getting soft and then start wobbling whenever I start, you know, forging again on it. So I raised that up off the ground, made sure those were good. Those were a pain in the ass to move out here. This one's not so much. That one's only a 60-pound little guy, but 170 pounds plus a 50-pound base, it was hard. Even though it's got wheels on it, these little casters, those bad boys just sunk into the ground whenever I started rolling them. So I had to like, you know, put this down and work it all the way out here, moving them and moving them and moving them. It was a pain in the butt, but we got it out here. And one of the main reasons why I wanted this kind of awning or kind of covering was I wanted to keep them out of the rain. You know, I could cover them with like a grill cover or something like that, and that'll help as well. But I didn't want a bunch of surface rust to build up on the top. It's not a big deal. I can easily clean that off, but I just wanted them to be protected a little bit. And again, to make sure that the bases didn't get soaked or anything like that. So I've got them underneath this. I've also got the forge stand over here with both of the forges broke down. Now, if y'all don't know this, I can build whichever forge that I want at any time with whatever size internal chamber, just with these bricks. And this is only about a quarter of the amount of fire bricks that I actually have. But this stack right here, that one is the one that I build with the about 14-inch internal chamber for bigger items. This right here, this one is set up for the forge welding forge with the hard brick bottom right there. There's 2 of those bricks, but I can build this one and be able to forge weld as a smaller internal chamber that's only about 8 to 9 inches deep, and it can get real hot real quick with a 1 burner. You got to be crafty with what you do, but these are forges right here. I don't use the like forge cement or the mortar cement or anything like that in between the bricks anymore. I just kind of stack them up, let it do its thing. And then of course it's got a metal top on it, and there's a little metal shelf below it, and that's what all the bricks sit on. Then I just kind of got my other tables out here, little workbenches that are easy to move around. Y'all see them in a lot of different videos. And then my wood pallet workbench with some of my slat material right here. So that's going to end up going in the new shop. You can use the pegboard hooks and all the little, you know, things that you can use with pegboard, all those little mounting hooks with this particular stuff. And there's a whole bunch of them that I can just kind of position where I want all over the shop. Instead of having to put pegboard everywhere, I can kind of designate where I want just those hooks to go, and it makes it a lot easier. It's a lot more cost effective because I already have that stuff, and I don't need to have to go and buy more pegboard. So we've got those, and then just to give y'all an idea of how big the shop's going to be compared to what it is right now. So 12 by 12, 11 by 11. The roof is going to start here and go all the way to there. So it's going to have a much taller roof. And that 4-foot gap right here, that's going to be concrete. There's going to be concrete added all the way around it, kind of like a U around the actual concrete pad that's right here. So it's going to be the full width of the concrete pad that my 12 by 12 sits on. So it's going to be the full width of that and go to the back corner. And that's going to make it to where I can build a 12-foot by 26-foot shop. And a big portion of that, 12 by 14 right there, is going to actually be concrete, which is going to be really nice because I'll be able to space everything out more. Plus, I'm going to put doors on this side right here, 2 big double doors right there, and I'll have this same little ledge that's right here, that little front porch area. I'll have that on the front of this shop to where I can actually take the forge and pull it outside so that it doesn't put all that heat inside the shop. So I can bring the forge out, heck, I could bring the anvil out if I want to, and actually forge out here and not have to worry about being in that shop when it's 100 degrees outside in Texas and it's like 130 degrees inside the shop because of the forge. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited about this. In the next episode, I'm hoping to have all of the siding off of this. So all the vinyl siding, the wood siding, all of that, it should just be the wall studs and the roof, and that's it. And That way you'll actually start seeing kind of my idea here. And then I'll probably start doing the forms a little bit for the concrete to kind of figure out how that's all gonna go. I've done concrete like twice. That's not my expertise, but I'm gonna do my best to do the concrete work here. I can wrap my head around the process, so hopefully I'm able to do it. I am gonna be using rebar and all that stuff so that I'm not gonna risk having cracks or anything like that. It'll probably still crack because, again, I'm not a concrete expert, but it should be pretty good for what I need it to do. So we are gonna be doing that. I don't know exactly what order I'm gonna be going in with the process, but I do know that I wanna demo this and get it completely down to the concrete foundation within the next couple of episodes. And that way I can start doing the concrete and then start getting the walls back up and all of that. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully y'all are gonna enjoy this particular build series, because this is not me making knives. This is me building the shop to make knives and have more room and have it make more sense to have it set up as a knife shop instead of just two shops that I make knives in. It'll be an actual knife shop. So we'll see how it goes. Guys, if y'all have any questions about the process or any tips that y'all would want to give me for this particular process, leave them down in the comment section below. I'm really interested in y'all's opinions on this particular stuff, because even though I've done remodeling and home building in the past, it's been like 8 years since I've actually done that work. And I remember a lot of the stuff, but we're gonna kind of see how this goes as I start building it. If y'all think that I'm building something in a dumb way, let me know. That way I can correct it, okay? Well, that's it, guys. If y'all would, give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully y'all are excited about this, and we'll see how we get going with this and what the next episode looks like. Guys, thank y'all for coming by. Y'all have an amazing day. Stay safe out there. I'll catch y'all next time.